Greetings and most humble salutations. Welcome back to another Dokkan battle video. And today we got 47 minutes ago we got the EZA details for the Sub-EZAs for AGO Super Saiyan 3 Goku. The STR Super Saiyan 3 Goku goes into Grade 8. The STR Super Saiyan GT Trunks, Physical Pan. And then we have the Int Super Baby 2, the Grade Ape here. So a lot of EZAs. From what I could tell from the last batch, the Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta, and then the STR Omega Shenron, and then the Texan. These guys won't. I don't think will be as big of a I guess. I guess the same buffs, I guess, because like those are Dokkan Fests rather than these are Sub-EZAs, so we'll just have to wait let's hope that these guys are good, but I'm pretty sure that the Dokkan Fest EZAs or Super EZAs will be trading much more better, I guess, but we'll see. So for Super Baby 2, let's start with this. So he is going to use the Vegeta medals here. Pretty okay. So let's actually gonna rather do this, not the link. Let's actually do this single image, yeah, and then let's do this. All right, and I can't zoom in. All right, well, control, and the frames are bad. All right, well, I'm just gonna have to cut this part out. Oh, well, this is better. Then why was this bad quality? Okay, whatever. Alright, so Super Baby 2. This is actually a nuking leader, so I don't know if this guy will be good at all, because he is a nuking leader, so you can't really use him. Alright, so I don't know if he's actually going to be as crazy, because if we go back here, alright, this is going all over the place. Alright, I don't know if this is actually going to be good here, because like this guy and this guy are nuking leaders, so I don't know if they're going to be treated really well. Let's see. Alright, so attack and defense 150%. Actually, let's actually look at his what is he? Let's actually look at his actual kit here. Grade 8 power. Let's go try to find him here. Alright, let's go. So he was... This is all he had. He just had 100% attack, so... Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good for a standard unit, you know. When did he came out? 2017. Yeah. Makes me feel so old, man. I remember when this guy came out. He was alright. Alright. Attack and defense 150%. Base effect. When HP is 30% or more, so they kept that part. 2 key and attack and defense was 100% buffs, okay? And then a medium chance to turn into a Grade Ape. Medium chance. 30%. There's a 30% chance that every turn he can become a Grade Ape. I don't know. This could be good. This could not be good. I mean, the chances, might as well make it like 50% at that point. Just 30% is, I don't know. I mean, this is a TOR, so, I don't know. I mean, before, it's just chance. What this means is a 10% chance instead of a medium chance here. So medium chance is 30%, and literally he had a 10% chance to transform. It's crazy. Now this is insanely crazy, the fact that he has a 10% chance. Now the game, just give him 50%. Why not? When key attacking with 2 core key, 150%. So basically on super he gets 300%, and then he gets, and basically he's always gonna have this, always. So 300%, 400%, of stats. All right. When there's another Inhuman Deeds, Corona Body of Mind, or GT Boss's category ally in the same turn, attacking in the same turn, launches an additional super. Okay. And 20% chance to crit, 20% damage reduction, 20% dodge, 20% chance to dodge. Okay. I mean, he's always really gonna have this because Inhuman Deeds, he's gonna be in. There's not a lot of characters in the Inhuman Deeds. It's the same as Corroded Body and Mind, and of course, GT Bosses really needs this guy, or GT Bosses really just he needs to be on this team because very limited options. So he gets a guaranteed additional. I'll see the super attack in a second. And then he gets 20% crit, 20% damage reduction, 20% dodge. Looks pretty good. It's 20%. Not too crazy. When there's a Pure Saiyans, Hybrid Saiyans, or GT Heroes category enemy, another additional super, and then just the same buff. Okay, so if you're fighting against Pure Saiyans, Hybrid Saiyans, or GT Heroes, he's going to get 2 additional supers, and then 40% chance to crit, 40% damage reduction, and 40% dodge. That's not that bad. I'll take that, actually. They needed to put this part in, because, like, if he had, like, just GT Heroes, it would have been really bad. But because Pure Saiyans and Hybrid Saiyans, it's mostly run by the game. And like, right now, the hardest fight I think it's still either the Goku Black and Omatsu. I think it's Special Battle 2025. So I don't know if that count if he's in Pure Saiyans. He's probably not. I'm pretty sure he isn't. But Festival Battles, this guy, Festival Battles at the very end. Pure Saiyans, he's actually pretty good. 40% damage reduction, 40% dodge, and 40% crit. Looks pretty good. For every attack performed, attack and defense was 30% up to 150%. So he needs to do 5 attacks. So turn 1, he starts off. He get all these conditions up. I mean, he is conditioned. I mean, there's a lot of conditions here, but I think he's really good in this. Like, if you really restrict him this way, but he's like crazy good in this case. Like, he's always gonna have this, and it's just this who's like kind of just is the biggest restriction because Pure Saiyans and Hybrid Saiyans. I think these two are gonna be the biggest thing. Mostly this, but GT Heroes is also like because they go Gina fight as well. But I think this guy's pretty good, doing 5 attacks. So what do you do? Like at 150, 400%, and then he has the additional super, 2 additionals, then the crit chances. So he's guaranteed at the turn 3 attacks. So he's gonna get up to 90%. And then probably the hidden potential system additional, or you can go whatever build you have. 4 attacks, and then the next turn, once he gets, so he needs like 2 turns to get this up fully. So basically, I think after after the second time he comes in rotation, he attacks 1 more time, and he gets what, 550% attack and defense. What is it? Yeah, 300. Yeah, 300%, 400%, and then 550. Plus 20% damage reduction, plus 40% damage reduction, plus 40% dodge, and then he has 40% chance to crit. Yeah, I mean, he does need a build up, but I think this is pretty good. Pretty good. I mean, yeah, the type leaders for Kisser, yeah. Okay, I don't hate him. His greatly, 50% defensive buff, and then he lowers attack. He's, yeah, okay. Greatly, 50% defensive buff for this guy. Yeah, I don't hate it. greatly. Okay, 50%. So he's doing 3 additionals, and then he's doing 3 additionals. So 100. Like he's getting a lot of defensive. Like after he supers and everything, he's not gonna get killed at all. From what I'm seeing here. Yeah, he looks good. Nothing to complain. I mean, anything really, anything good for the GT Bosses team. It's just such a big, like this is such a big thing. Like, cause look at this, look at the lineup. You got Omega, who's good. You got Nova Shenron, who's alright. The EZA, I think they are EZAing this guy. But like, yeah, I think they are EZAing. Was hopeful to see that he's good. He needs the team, but he's sharing the same name as him. He has the buffs, and then his EZA is really good, and then everything else is kind of like not there. I mean, this guy, the same. It's the same idea, same problem with this guy because they all 3 share the same name. So we'll just wait and see, but I think he's pretty good. At least some support to use him. I mean, I think overall, I mean, yeah, support would have been better, but I think he's actually a capable option for GT bosses, which is a good thing. Obviously, Shenron, Omega Shenron's is the one who also gives support, so it could, it wouldn't hurt that he gives actually support too. But yeah, I don't hate it. I keep doing that. What the heck? All right. Let's go to the Omega Shen. No. Ugh. Let's actually go here and do Super Baby 2. Alright. Super Baby 2. When he gets the 30% chance to become Grade 8. Let's see. Randomly changes key of a certain type. 30% chance to crit. And per each key sphere obtained, 170% attack. And then for the super attack effect, he gets greatly temper. Okay, hold on. I mean, if that's actually, this is actually insane right here. Hold on. I'm thinking, who am I thinking of? GT Goku right here. Not this guy. When he goes into grade 8, base 300% attack, and his super attack, it's just that. But he doesn't get like he just gets a standard 300%, and this guy does a lot of damage. But this guy randomly changes key. He doesn't change his key. And then 30% chance to crit. He's always critting. But for every key sphere he obtains, 170. This is actually pretty good. And he can't die with this guy. I think how many turns is it for Baby here? He becomes grade 8 for how long? Only once only. But like how long? Yeah, because he didn't have anything. Is it for just one turn? Because there's times where you can go you do multiple turns, like 2 turns, and there's also times where you only do it once. This guy's actually, when he actually gets multiple orbs, but he can do pretty good damage, I'm not gonna lie. And he's also you do a lot of damage, and you basically are immune to damage. So overall, this baby is actually not that bad. I'm actually surprised how good this guy is. But yeah, I mean, again, buffs for GT bosses is always going to be a good thing. Alright, let's go to Pan here. Let's actually do this and let's do this. Alright. Let's do that, and then let's do that. these images are all right. And if I switch to here, they're gonna have. Are they? No, they're not gonna change. So I just gotta click on them to get this. All right. All right. Let's get this. All right. So physical pan. I remember when I first started playing this game, I got this card and she was okay for the most part. We can just close this out. And again, this is another very old character that came out back in 2017, and this was all she does. It was support, and she was really good as a support. So let's hope that they did her right. All right, leader skill doesn't really matter. All right, basic effects. Attacking defense 150%, 30% chance to dodge, and then all allies 2 key. Okay. All allies 30%. Okay, so that's not a base effect anymore. So the base effect is still 2 key. Okay, so they no, didn't split it. She didn't give key. She only gave stat buffs and not key. So she gives key as a base effect. All right. When attacking 150%, when HP is 50% or more, attack and defense 50%, and all allies. Okay, so this is where the 50% or more health, she does give all allies support. That's interesting. When HP is 30% or more, 50% attack and defense, and all allies. Oh. Okay. So 150%, and then when attacking 300%, and then she has basically 100% here. Because if you have this, you also have this. So 100% attack and defense buffs, and then all allies basically 2 key and 60% attack and defensive buff. This is crazy. I mean, this with Gogeta is just insane. 60% support, 2 key and 60%. She's not like, again, like, is this also like kind of like the pan as well? Like the other pan, is the other pan giving this, I think, the same support kind of? It's kind of a little bit better. A 2-turn GT buff. Yeah, oh, okay. So this one is like specific or use for 2 turns. But this one is doing the health thing. So we can run both pans and then like 120% support is insane. Hopefully this pan continues to be good. I guess 300, so 100% of stats. So 250 plus 150, which is, so this would be 300. This would be 4, so a total of 400%. All right. When there's another GT hero or youth category ally, so it's like kind of like the same as this pan. Attack and defense 100%, 20% damage reduction, 20% dodge when attacking. So 50% dodge. When all allies in the same turn are GT heroes or category allies, another 100%. Okay, and then the buffs. So they want you to put her in slot 1. Is essentially what they want you to do. Because 20%, 40 plus 30. So she has 70% dodge and 70% damage reduction in slot 1. Or after when attacking, she gets all of this. And then 200% plus this buff plus these buffs. So 300%, 400%, and 600%. Oh, bro, come, what? So like 600% stats. I mean, she's restricted with this, but like you're mostly just gonna put her in GT heroes and our youth, of course. But this, get all this up, 600% attack and defense, 70% chance to dodge, Well, yeah, 70% chance to dodge. 40. Yeah, it's actually 40% damage reduction. I was thinking 70% damage reduction would be insane, but 70% chance to dodge, 40% damage reduction, and then 2 key and 60% buffs. Like just support. She's just support. That's crazy. Let's see her super attack. So her super attack before was just attack. She just gives 25% attack. What does she do? Yeah, 50% defensive raises, and then raises all allies. This, yeah, she's really good. She's really good. She doesn't have built-in additionals, but this, with the built-in additional additionals, you go there. You give her some additional and then some dodge, and then just wow. Okay, this is actually really good. This is a good card. This pan with this pan, oh, yeah, we're cooking here. They cooked with this card. Comparing this card to Baby, yeah, like this, it makes me wonder why. I mean, Baby's, again, I don't think Baby's that bad. He could have gave some support, but I'm not mad at this. This is just insane for another pan card. So, hey, this is really good. This is really good. I do like this pan. This pan is really good. This pan is really good, dude. Alright. Go with the GT Trunks here. Alright. Let's go here. Do that. Alright. So this Trunks. Maybe we can close that. This Trunks was, again, it's the same, like right next to, yeah, 2017, around the same time. 12 more key attacking, 100%. Yeah, it's like fossil old stuff, bruh. So, alright. This is his leader skill, doesn't matter. Attack and defense 150%. Randomly changes keys for a certain type. Int and STR excluded to Rainbow. Alright. Helps with STR and Int characters. To Rainbow. All allies 30% attack buff. What's this guy again? Yeah, okay. 12k just 100%. When attacking with 12 more key, gets both buffs, so kind of the same, 300%. Rainbow or changing. Okay. When there's another GT hero or Hybrid Saiyan category ally on the same turn, it's another 150% attack and defense buffs. 30% damage reduction, 30% crit, and then all allies defense. Okay. When there's an allies attacking in the same turn, are GT heroes or Hybrid Saiyans, another buffs. 30 more percent crit, and 30 more percent damage reduction, and all allies. What in the world? I guess the only thing he's missing is key, or giving key. He doesn't have start a turn key. Okay. That actually might be a negative on this guy. What is his links? Royal Lineage. GT gives him links. Prefer her battle, so like 4 key. Hopefully Royal Lineage can be... Who has Royal Lineage? The Vegeta, right? The Int Vegeta. Yeah, this guy. And then the STR Vegeta. Does the STR LR Vegeta not have this? What? He doesn't have it? Or am I tripping? Yeah, he doesn't have... Huh. Interesting. Okay. I was thinking of this guy. This guy doesn't have Royal Lineage? Yeah, he doesn't. Oh. I'm surprised. I think he's good. I'm interested in the key idea, but like This is really good. 150% attack and defense. 300% when he's attacking with Total Marquee. So he gets this buff when he gets it. He gets, basically he's guaranteed these two buffs. So he's getting 600% attack and defense when attacking on the same turn. He gets 600% attack and defense. 60% chance to crit. 60% chance to dodge. No, not dodge. 60% chance to crit. 60% damage reduction. And then basically with this up and this up, he's basically giving all allies attack and defense 60% stats. This is insane. This is a lot of support. Does he fit the team though? That's my question. Because he works with hybrid Saiyans too. This is only restricted to GT Hero hybrid Saiyans. That's actually good, because if he was only restricted to GT Hero, he would have been kind of mid. I mean, dude, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards, 6 cards, and then these guys still are pretty good with their time buffs. These guys easy A. The Pan just got the easy A, and then we don't know if this guy's gonna easy A soon, but like, is this Trunks gonna be a part of the team? I don't know. You know, we can make it work. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then it could be either one of the, like, pick who you want to pick. This guy could be easy A soon, or even the Pan. Again, like, this stack. This team is stacked. But considering this guy with all the support, I mean, giving buffs to Gogeta is always going to be a good thing. So this guy's good. Let's see the super attack effect. Greatly raised defense for 1 turn and massively lower. So it's kind of the same as Pan. It's just Pan's lowering attack. Yeah, I like this. It's not that bad. Giving key support would have been more, but I think they just didn't want it to give, I guess, this guy the same kid as Pan. So yeah, I'm just worried about him not being in the team. GT Hero's a stack, but that doesn't mean that he's bad, because he can get into this team, Hybrid Saiyans. Hybrid Saiyans has been waiting for a buff ever since, you know, this is the last big buff, or ever since this guy, really. But we will see. I mean, the rise for this team could happen again very soon, but it's good to see. It's good to see that this guy is actually not totally restricted to GT Heroes, but he can also be in Hybrid Saiyans, and he can have the support. So Hybrid Saiyans and GT Heroes getting the buffs at the same time, it's good. It's good. And the super attack effect is pretty good too. So not that bad so far. These two are kind of the same, but they're pretty good supports. Not that bad. And this guy, good GT bosses buff. All right, the main attraction here. I mean, the amount of times I've seen this guy like pitched as like, we need him to easy A. I mean, I'll just pull him up here, but like this guy, he had this. Yeah, it was purely because of this for so long, and like this guy was just so much. Sorry. For a while, this guy was just, he was in the team. I mean, he would die multiple times, but this guy like was on slot 3. Like, this guy gave so much attack support. So hopefully, like, they don't fumble this guy, but also he's a nuking leader, so we'll see. We'll see if he's actually good, because this is a lot for a nuking leader. The same, I think it's the same for yeah, it's the same for baby here. So let's see if they cook. Oh, yeah, and This was literally the only thing he had. So I'm curious to see. It's very short, but let's hope. Basic effects: attack and defense 200%. Okay, that's good. All allies 33% attack and defense, so they could the defensive buff, plus an additional 1 key, and attack was 33% for characters who belong in GT Hero or Grade 8 power. Dude, like, how many times is it gonna buff Gogeta, dude? And then 30%. Just change this to 50. I'm sorry. Like, this gotta be just changed to 50. I generally do think that this just needs to be changed to 50. But like, the biggest thing I should actually highlight is Gogeta's getting 66% like attack buff and 33% defensive buff because he's in both. He's not in one. He's in both. He gave 1 key, 66% attack, and 33% defense. That's crazy. When attacking, 200%. Alright. When there's another GT Heroes or Giant 8 Power category ally on the same turn, attack, okay, gets more buffs on 50%, and then 50% crit and 50% dodge. Okay, so he can dodge. When all allies take it in the same turn, GT Hero, Giant 8 Power category allies launch an additional super and guards. Ooh. Okay. What's the super? 30% well, not 30. 50% defensive raise, and he raises attack for 3 turns. Raises attack, so that's like a 10% attack buff. Why just raise? Oh, 30%. This is 30%. 30% attack buff for 3 turns. And this guy's gonna do a lot of damage and a lot of support. This is crazy. Plus 50% dodge, so 400%. So 550%. Plus he's giving buffs. He's getting buffs and all that. Plus he's 50. He can crit 50%. Plus he's getting 50% dodge. He guards and he has an additional super. This guy's really good. Holy crap. Yeah, they cooked. This guy has to be in the team. I'm sorry, Trunks. This guy has to be in the team. I mean, unless you know, the event prevents you from using this guy. Like, you can't really use him because of the events, but like this is a really good easy A. If I can use him, I'm definitely using him. Because this is just a lot of, like, he's good. I don't hate him. This is really good. I'm glad that they actually made him really good. Here. I'm genuinely tweaking out. This is actually crazy. Alright. Grade 8. Here. Let's see what he does. Alright. Changes key sphere from physical to STR. So he's double orb changing. And then a 50% chance to crit. What did he do? He just orb changes 1 time and 30%. Yeah, they treated this guy worse than this guy, but he gets more attack per key sphere. Okay, this guy's double orb changing and 50% 50% crit, and you're getting per key sphere 100%. This guy, he's only Rainbow orb changing 1 time. He's getting 30% crit, but he's also getting this much bigger, this crazy attack buff. And then this guy greatly raises attack and destructive damage. Okay. Yeah. I don't hate it. He has this in the back of his pocket. Is crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, I don't hate it. I don't hate it at all. I don't hate it at all. I think we have one more easy A here, and that is the AGO Super Saiyan 3 Goku. So let's see. I guess we'll pull up the other Goku here. This guy is old as well. I think he's around the same year, 2018. So he's much younger than the other ones. And basic reg 90%. I mean, back in the day, 90%. This is pretty good. And 30% raise right here. So let's see if he's good. He doesn't have the same name as the other Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Let's close this out. But you know, they're all fighting the same name. All the other Goku's fighting the same name as the LR Super Saiyan 3 Goku, but he transforms, so it's fine. Attack and defense 150% base stats per GT hero category ally attacking on the same turn. Launch an additional, has a 50% chance to be a super. Attack when attacking, 100% attack when attacking, and 70% defense when receiving an attack. So per category ally in the same turn. So he can get 2 additional attacks with a 50% chance to super, 200% attack when attacking, and then 140% defense when receiving an attack. Okay. When all allies are attacking the same turn are GT hero category characters. Attack 100% and then 50% chance to crit, 50% damage reduction. So you just want to run him on GT heroes. He's super restricted, but 50% damage reduction, 50% crit, getting 100% attack buff with this. You kind of really need this. When HP is 50% or less, or when there's a GT boss's category enemy, performs a crit and guards. Let's see what his super attack. 30% attack and defense for 3 turns. I would say this guy's underwhelming. He's not as crazy as I would want him to be. I mean, every other card in this is crazy. I think this is like the worst one. Not that I hate it. It's just, you know, compared to the other ones, this is kind of not as great. He gets this buff here. Gets 2 additionals. Has a 50% chance to be a super. Attack, 200% attack when attacking. 140% defense when receiving an attack. And then he's literally this, like 50% damage reduction and 50% crit. This is super important and valuable. But he has to be running on GT. So you can't run him on Super Saiyan 3. You can't run him on Pure Saiyans. Because all allies has to be GT heroes. And then he gets guard, but if it's 50% 50% HP or less, or when there's a GT boss's category category enemy. And how often do you see that? I mean, the newest fight has Omega Shenron, but again, like, not as often as you want it to be. I mean, this guy will be pretty good against Omega with GT, but other than that, this guy, he's solid. I'll give him mid, solid, okay. I mean, I would much rather run this guy than this guy, but if you don't have this guy, I think this guy would be a nice option. I would again, he's like the 9th or 10th option for this team, maybe a lower, but yeah, not that bad. And I guess that's it. Do we refresh the page here, see if there's any more new stuff coming? Nope, seems like it. Alright, let me know what you guys think of these newest EZAs. Baby's good, along with his Great Ape. People are gonna be like, oh, why can't he support? He's super bad. I think he's really good, and he is really good for the GT bosses team, and they do definitely need more buffs. Pan is really good. Another good option for really good support for the team. Kind of fighting against the other Pan, but you can run both of them, and their support will be really insane. Trunks is really good. It's nice to know that he actually gets. He is restricted to GT Heroes and Hybrid Saiyans, but the Hybrid Saiyans allow him to be in another team, and he's not as restricted. But he also gives support. It's just this guy would be probably again like the 9th best option for the team. But it's good to see that he actually gets to buff Hybrid Saiyans as well, and not just GT Heroes. This Goku's insane with his support and everything. We'll hope and see that I can actually use this guy in an event. He's definitely on the team. I'm definitely gonna try my best to put him on the team, but this guy's really good. And then this guy's okay. Again, like, since they've been buffing GT Heroes for this whole second part of that celebration, makes me wonder why they didn't do this for part 1. But you know, I can't hate on what they give us. But yeah, this guy's kind of the worst of the bunch, but he's pretty solid. But let me know what you guys think of this batch of EZAs. But yeah, this is Bing signing off.